thank goodness for that really decent start. It's November the 3rd and I managed to get in front of a 4-ball with a kid to play that hole. They haven't teed off yet, so that was the right decision. And an absolutely beautiful approach shot there. So let's see if I can put the wrongs of yesterday to right today. It's actually November the 2nd. This kind of shows how out of sync I was yesterday. And the guy in front, I thought I'd already gone ahead, but he's waiting for the green to clear, so he's taking a very long shot. Well, he waited for the people to clear, get off the green, and then has hit it into the hedge. So now I'm waiting for him. Oh, he's just played it out, that's good. But it looks like it's gone straight in the water. That was funny, just before I went to address the ball or walk towards it, there was that shout of 4 and the ball just thudded into the fairway from the other tee and was buried, and so I just pulled it out and waved to the people, the caddies on the next fairway. That 8-iron was a beaut. Oh, it's just perfect. So a good start so far. That was such a beautiful shot, and what was really nice is that it stopped just about dead. So what a transformation from yesterday. Bogey par, par on the 2 hardest holes on the course. And this green doesn't feel like it was particularly slap. I did it quite gently, dead straight. What start? So there was a full 5-minute wait there, and the guy's still walking, so I've got to wait a moment. But he was waiting for the people ahead. But and that helps. Absolutely perfect. So today's clothing combination is one that I don't like at all, but you're meant to be wearing subdued colours at the moment, and so I thought, well, I'll just wear these things. And the dark socks were a mistake because everything's dark, and then I decided to go with the Ben Hogan cap because I think I've only worn it once before and I don't particularly like it, but I just thought a bit of reverse psychology today, thinking, well, yesterday was a disaster, so with the abandoned round, and so today I thought I won't bother about feeling really good in the clothing I've got. I'll just put anything on and it'll be fine, because I don't know how bad today's going to be. And I just started off very, very nicely. So, see if the clothing and the reverse psychology continues to help as the round develops. But it's so nice that it's bright today, even though it's roasting hot, high humidity. It's just nice that yesterday is very quickly being forgotten about. So that was the first poor shot from a perfect position, 91 yards, and I thinned it, so it landed about where the hole was, so it'll be well over. But still a chance for a bogey par, or even better. So difficult, and I landed it just either on the fringe or just behind the fringe to deaden it. Pretty good. As I said, bogey par or even better. So the guy who was ahead of me has either played through the group that was in front of him and is now on the 5th, but I can't tell yet, but probably that's the case. So now I'm behind the slower group. But it's not too bad, they're on the green already. I'm not at my shot yet. But yeah, what a lovely way to start. I was sort of anticipating having another, well, I don't know, having a bad start and then thinking everything's going downhill in terms of the organisation of golf rather than my play, because you're always going to have a duff round every so often. But even though it took me quite a while to get a taxi, managed to get straight on the course. And yeah, it's all okay at the moment. I don't mind if it's slow and there's no one behind. It's not so bad. And just what's the key thing is playing these first holes well. That just feels really, really good. But it does look like there's going to be some waiting. But at least it hasn't turned into a weekend of a double mare of not being able to enjoy any play. So that's good. I shall speak again later. Well, yet again, the poor shot from 130 yards on this hole. Just pulled it, didn't fully commit, even though I just tried to do it smoothly. I mean, terrible. Yet again, I must be facing the wrong way. I just can't get over it. I never feel properly aligned. I think I need to be like much further to the left to be aligned. If I'm sort of in the middle, I just can't do it. So now I've got a really tricky bunker shot. But I'm playing well. I can do it well. You'll agree that is embedded. Let's have a look what it looks like. probably take the 58 from there. Worked very nicely. I know I set it up nicely, but excellent. So at least I'm still at 1 under against bogey par, but very annoying missing that putt. Just did exactly what I knew I shouldn't do, and that is be slightly tentative on aiming to the right. And so I was a bit of a decel, missed to the left. It's just over and over again that happens, of course, but thankfully I also correct it many times too, so that was just a bad one. But yeah, it was a very nice shot with the 58, but I wouldn't be able to play that normally because it wouldn't be sitting up on top of the grass like that, or unlikely anyway. But because I just literally sliced underneath it. But then again, I did have to pull it off, so it wasn't as if it was a gimme if it was set up. Still just judged it really well, and it went high in the air, so lovely. I'm going to try another grown-up shot with the 58. So this is an unusual thing for me, I never use it. The brilliant thing about that is that I didn't set it up this time. It was just as it laid, or as it lied, is it? So the shout of 4 there was because when it landed it hit the path and bounced up high, so it looked like it was going into the first fairway, and then we saw it drop, so it must have hit the tree after bouncing. That's a terrible shot. Not helped by the delay there, because I went to step up to play the shot and the caddy said I couldn't, and I thought, well, I'm not going to reach the guy. And then yeah, a good example of being out of sync through not following your normal routine. But it did bounce out, so I'll have a shot, hopefully. Well, it's better than I thought. I thought it was on the verge on the right and it's come back on this side. It must have bounced on the path, hit the tree to the right there and come back. And I've just got the branches in play. That was pretty poor already, because I was trying to avoid the branches instead of avoiding them in terms of not hitting it too high. I avoided them as well to the left, so I'm probably going to be in the rough down here and a long way from the hole, so it might be another hybrid. But I'm 3 under against bogey par, so I'm okay. It's not great, but it's okay. Just looking in the wrong place there, and the caddy pointed ahead. It's not as bad as I thought. In fact, it's half decent. That so well. It went low, went over the bunker and over the back. I think I'd rather be over the back than in the bunker, because I don't think it'll be far over the back. It might even be on top of the sort of incline there. Anyway, it's nice to get good contact. might not be doing particularly well because I'm still 3 under against bogey par with only 8 holes to play. But just listen to that atmosphere this time round. No one behind me, just a few people dotted around in front, but no one immediately in front. And so suddenly it's back to normal at the weekends. I actually started walking thinking that was missing, to be honest. Terrible first part. Beautiful thing about that shot there was that yesterday I had the same club and I thinned it into the back and scored. I think I scored a 6 on this hole. I was getting flustered with all the people around as well, and this time I just fully committed to the full shot, and I've got it what looks like pretty close to the pin, but still can't tell. Anyway, it was a lovely shot. In fact, I would say shot of the day. Still plenty to do, but beautiful. 6-footer. That sky is not looking great. It's funny because over that shot I was thinking about the hole in one, which was only 2 rounds ago, or actually only 1 round ago because the last one was abandoned, and thinking how actually that was more impressive than I thought, getting a hole in one on this hole, because it suddenly looked pretty hard, even though you just got to hit it 100 yards. Today it's 105 straight. It just shows how difficult it actually is, because I'm so far left. It's crazy. It's probably about a 60-foot putt. Oh well. I need 4 pars in the next 5 holes and no drop shots against bogey par to get a ball keeper. But being anywhere near a ball keeper is fine for me today. Certainly take a 45 footer down to a foot. Actually, I'm going to say that was only a 35 footer, not a 40 footer after all. I just paced it out and that seems closer. But apart from that, very pleasing. But is the rain going to mess things up? It's getting very dark. Been almost half amusing watching the 2 guys up in front, because they've just mishit virtually every shot. With the way the light is at the moment, I couldn't see a thing of that ball. I just knew it went up in the air. So I watched the green and then it landed right to the left. It might have been on the fringe or something, or might have just missed the green and it's just gone down, so it shouldn't be too far away. Lovely clean strike, but off target. Well, that's fine. Still a chance of a par. I can hear the rain, but I can't feel it yet. Here it comes. So I've marked the ball with a tee. I think this won't last very long, so it should be okay.
Wow. OK， 别回来，掉下去！你把我的气。
So about a half an hour wait. It's still raining quite a bit, but might as well finish off. But there's a lot of water everywhere. Oh well, see how we do. Took an 8-iron on that, so that wouldn't be short, even though it was a 9-iron distance. I think my hand slipped a bit on the grip, but I also hit the ground, so that's probably scuppered the ball keeper, as I got to get it 2 pars. Would have been a nice story to have done that, but the secondary story would be a 72 anyway, to keep the yearly average going, and the fact of actually completing a round after yesterday's awful experience, and then today having half an hour of a rain delay. Anyway, let's see what happens. It's not a good sign when the ball lands and you see a big splash. But on the last hole there, that was nothing to do with the conditions. I mean, I was a bit tentative with the chip with the Vokey 58, which I'm still, you know, pretty much today is the first time I've used it in that way for the really short shots on a regular basis, rather than just the occasional one. And yeah, it's a bit tentative, a bit uncertain, and didn't get anywhere near. But it was good to sink the second putt, because that would have been really painful if I'd missed that. But getting it means at least I'm 8 under against bogey par, and if I get 5 I'll get a 72, but a 6 will be a 73, which is not bad now given the conditions, so it's alright. But it's just so wet now, it's ridiculous. But it nearly completely stopped raining. There was a tremendous smack as that went into the ground and caught all the water. Caddy thought I was on the green, but I've got the chipper in hand because I can't tell if it is or it isn't. But the main thing was I was aiming away from the bunker, and well away, as you can see probably. At least I didn't go in, 'cause I didn't fancy that, especially with the conditions. So looks like it's off the green, so a chipper and a 1 putt to get 72. Chipper and 2 putt for 73, which really won't be that bad. Well, I'm actually on the green. But what a mess the green is. It's going to be very hard to putt through that. This is going to be pure guesswork of how quickly it's going to come through that really wet patch. Probably be easier to chip it. Maybe I should. Anyway, I'll putt. Thank goodness the second one went in. So that was a disappointing first part. That wasn't the conditions, I just did it too firmly. So that makes a round of 73. So yeah, it would have been a nice finish to have got that putt, but I desperately trying not to pull it to the left. I pushed it to the right instead. I just did it too firmly and didn't get it. But hasn't been a great round by any means, but 73 does not ruin my average at all, so it's fine, and it's just a shame that I can't play tomorrow because I have to go back to work. But at least I got 1 round in, and this weekend, or 1 round and 8 holes, but 1 round where I wasn't really flustered by anything, and yeah, overall not too bad. Unbelievable. Last time I played this, I got a hole in 1. Let's see what today has in store. well, I don't think the rain's going to last for long, but I was thinking that the rainy season was pretty much over and it was going to be a really dry course, and it's turned into a bit of a horror. Pouring with rain, abysmal back nine, and a wrecked Saturday of golf. But we will remain resilient, play the next 9 holes, and then come back tomorrow. So that's going to work out quite well. I decided to take a rain check, and haven't finished off the hole. It's in a good position there for a par, but yeah, I just have to accept when it's not going to be right. I don't really want to. I mean, I could play the front 9 in probably 20 minutes time or something, but I also just think, what's really the point? It's going to be wet and it's already a non-round, so might as well just accept my losses, get a rain check for tomorrow for 9 holes and be done with it. So I wasn't expecting that. Anyway, yeah, disappointing, but nothing you can do about it.